Hello everyone, welcome to my first YouTube video, and what I'll be doing in this video is going over my entire photocard collection. And by entire, I mainly mean my Eric photocard collection, because my jihyo and my TXT collections are very small, especially my jihyo one. I'll also be storing some of my Eric PCs I received while I was away at college, while doing my flip through of my Eric collection. But yeah, let's get started. So for my jihyo collection, it's very small. By small, I mean like 5 PCs. I used to collect her back in like 2020, 2021, around that time. I'll insert a clip or a picture of the collection then. I ended up dropping her to focus on my other collections at the time, but when she announced her solo album, you know, I had to support my girl, so I bought one of the album versions and then the digipack. So that's all that's in here. So yeah, the digipack PCs and then the album versions. I'm obsessed with this look, like chef's kiss. And then her Target, I guess, special card that came if you bought from Target. That's all I have in here, but eventually I think I want to get the rest of her solo album PCs. And if I don't, I think I might just end up buying an acrylic frame stand thing to display the photo cards I do have. I have one where I display my Yeonhoon Halloween PCs. So like this, but I'm still debating whether I want to buy one of those or eventually get the rest of her album PCs. But yeah, that's all for my jihyo collection. Moving on to my TXT collection, there's no specific member I collect. I just keep whatever I pull from their albums. But then again, I don't have a lot of their albums. Like I think the latest one I have is Temptation, and the oldest ones I have are only Runaway and Blue Hour albums. But yeah, I am a Yeonjun and Subin bias, so I know if I were to like actually want to collect them, I'd probably would go insane, because I'm a collector who wants to have everything that's out there. What is it called? A completionist? Yeah, something like that. I'm one of those type of collectors. So I choose to just keep whatever I pull to not make myself go insane. But yeah, so just a little tour. Oh, for Temptation, I guess you could see that I did go for collecting Subin, because you know, blonde Subin is top tier. For this Subin, I traded with my friend Dan. I pulled this one on my own, traded with my sister, and then I traded with my other friend Dina for Lullaby Subin. And then I helped my friend in claiming these in her mini group order, or like, you know, so that's why I have these. I think they're like pre-order benefits or like fan sign PCs, I'm not too sure, but I have these two and they're so cute. And then I pulled Bum You for a Runaway, and then I have Yunin Kai, and then just my Subin postcard, and then collage I made for this binder. For now, I don't think I'll be buying any albums anytime soon. It's my last year of college, you know, graduation in May, so I can't be spending how I usually spend. So my TXT collection will stay as it is for now until maybe later on I'll go back and collect things, and if not, I'm very happy with where it's at right now. But yeah. Alright, moving on to my biggest collection, the boyz Eric. I'll be storing some PCs as I do the flip through, as well as answering questions from friends and mutuals on Instagram that I got. So I'll start with the first question. What made me want to start collecting? I got into ATs, I think after Say My Name. That's when I got into ATs. And I started buying their albums. And it was literally so impulsive. Like, I saw this PC of Songhwa in his Thanks outfit. Like, I don't know, I really love that outfit. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna collect him. And I was like, I'll just collect for this era. What a lie that was. I'll insert a clip or a picture of my Songhwa collection back then. But yeah, I guess that's what made me want to start collecting. Like, literally an outfit that Songhwa was wearing is what made me want to start collecting, and that's where it went downhill. All right, we'll get into my collection. I'll answer this other question about when did I start collecting Eric and how did I decide I wanted to collect him fully. So overall, I got into the boyz during Road to Kingdom, and I don't know, I was very drawn to Eric back then. Like, he just stood out to me a lot. I don't know if it was the platinum hair he had back then, but yeah, I started collecting Eric, like, if not later than Songhwa, or almost around the time I started collecting Songhwa. It might have been like a little bit later when I started collecting him. I decided I wanted to collect him fully once I was seeing how much progress I was getting with his collection compared to my Songhwa collection. I don't know, for me, it's easier to get Eric PCs than it was to get Songhwa PCs. I think I balanced the two, which one I prefer to continue collecting, and I think that's when I decided I wanted to fully collect Eric. So for the rest of this video, I think I might just have some background music and flip through it so y'all can see my collection, and then stop here and there to like answer some questions or tell you about one of the cards I have. But yeah, enjoy. There is a question that says, what were the easiest or most difficult eras to collect? For Eric, I think his hardest era for me to collect was probably almost all their older album PCs. And I would say specifically with Dreamlike, I don't know, I kind of had a hard time finding the albums. And then, and looking for DIY Eric. Almost any of the DIY cards, they're kind of like high in demand. I've seen Hyunjae's DIY card is very, very high in demand. So, and then IST released platform versions for all their older albums, and it's kind of hard again to come by Dreamlike QR PCs. Like, this is literally the only one I have. I need the other two, but I never see these. So it's been a struggle trying to go back and collect the platform version PCs. I would say the easiest era to collect started from Chase and onward, just because that's when the fan signs started to come in, and since a lot of people were applying to have these video calls with them, there were a lot of leftover PCs, so it was easy for me to get these. But yeah, like from the Steeler era up till I guess now, even then, it's been easy to collect their PCs just because there's so many left over from group orders and all that stuff. Also, with Fantasy Part 1 and Part 2, they've been coming out with DVD versions for each member, and there's 3 types of PCs, but you only get one random one with each DVD, which makes it hard for collectors, I guess you could say, to actually complete those DVDs, PCs. Also, I kind of struggle with getting his broadcast PC for part 1 because I couldn't find it on K-Twitter or Mercari Japan, and if I did find it, it was already sold. So I ended up getting it off Poke Market, and I'm glad I did because it's such a cute PC. And look at him. I mean, I'm still looking for the last DVD version, glitter version PC I need. I did buy another DVD, but I ended up pulling the same card I already have, which is this one. I mean, it's cute, but I really want to complete this square right here. So whoever watches this video and you're US based and you have this one and would like to trade for this Eric, you can DM me on my Instagram at flirtson. Alright, this is where I'm going to start Fantasy Part 2 PCs. I think I'm only missing one album PC from this era, because then again, I haven't been keeping up with this era. Like for their fan sign PCs and pre-order benefits, I'm way behind on those, but I'd like to think that I can catch up after I graduate. I pulled another PC just like this one. So if anyone US based wants to trade for the last version I need, you can DM me on Instagram at flirtson as well. This is my broadcast PC for part 2. For part 2, they ended up having units. Well, part 1 had units, and that was passion fruit. And then part 2 had Eric and Sunu unit. So since they went and promoted Honey on music shows, they also had broadcast PCs. So I do have Eric's Honey and Honey unit broadcasts both on the way, and I can't wait to get them. Towards the end, this is the Japanese album PCs, but this completes my album PCs. All right, this binder is my pre-order benefits, fan sign, merch, or any other PCs. They're all in here. So there is a question, any collection goals for the year? For the year, I think I just want to be able to fill the empty spaces I left in this binder and then catch up on everything like from Fantasy Part 2. And since Fantasy Part 3 is going to be coming out, I also want to be able to get all those cards from that era, because I'll most likely not collect anything until promotions end, so I can just buy everything in one go. But yeah, collection goal of the year is to just fill in the empty spaces I have in this binder. I think my favorite one is this one and this one. This is Thrilling. I am obsessed with his hair color, like the cotton candy. Chef's kiss. Then we get into Maverick. I think this is when they started going up on how many fan sign PCs they do. And then we get into Roar. So definitely one of my favorites from Roar. And then, you know, we have the cat ears. And this is where I start Fantasy Part 1. For Fantasy Part 1, I also didn't join any group orders at all for any of these. I ended up just buying all his cards later on Mercari Japan. And then it wasn't until I got the package that I realized I'd missed one of them, which was like the lucky draw. But I'm glad I ended up getting it. Oh, also this one and this one, they're very hard to come by, especially this one. This one I recently just found, and I'm so glad I did, because oh god, it took me forever to find this one, and I'm just so happy that it's home and that I'm officially done with, yeah, I'm done with Fantasy Part 1. I don't have this one yet, so I'm just gonna leave this spot blank, and I'm gonna start filling the rest of the other pages. And that's all I have for Fantasy Part 2. I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then like almost the rest of these 2 pages. I'm telling you, Fantasy Part 2, they did a lot. Road to Kingdom cards. I think this is another hard one where it took a while for me to complete this set. These were easy for me to get. This one too. When it comes to these are very hard because I think one of them is from like a wine glass and one of them is from like a book lamp light. So those types of merch were already expensive, so I think these are the most expensive PCs I have. I don't want to disclose how much I spent on it, but just know it was a lot. But again, completionist me is very happy that I got these to complete the set. And then here's the set continue. Then we get into the real concert. I am in love with this hair. I feel like Eric needs to bring this hair back. I think this is one of my favorite PCs as well. It's one of the very like kind of first non-album PCs that I got as well when I started collecting him. So I'm glad I was able to find these two as well, because these are kind of hard to come by as well. I think it's the t-shirt and the ball cap. And then we get into the trading cards, and then more trading cards, Christmassy PCs, magazine, unit cards. And then this is when we get into Kingdom. And then we get to more trading cards, more Japan cards. This is where Eric came back from his hiatus, so I had to go full out on the merch and all the trading cards. And then here's more. I think once we started going into Zeneration, I kind of stopped collecting everything from merch stuff. So I think for most of these, I'm missing like the t-shirts, ball cap, and all that stuff. So that's that. I do have a package coming, I think tomorrow, that has the rest of Zeneration Encore PCs. I don't think I will collect the hoodie and the ball cap unless I find it on K-Twitter, Mercari Japan, Pokemarket, or whatever. Maybe I'll buy it then, but for now, I'm not gonna leave any empty spaces for those. I have the Mood Light PC. The mini doll, it's on the way, so I'm just gonna leave that opened. I have the ticket set. Lanty will go here when I get it. The photocard, mini pouch, and acrylic stand, the ornament topper, the candle PC. In the group order, the GOM ended up not receiving the PC with the candle, so they reached out to, I think, Everline or Withmu, I forgot who it was, to see if we could get the PC or a refund. So I guess I'll know if I'll get this PC or not, but for the meantime, I'm just gonna leave this space open. The 50,000 won event, have that on the way. I haven't bought the other Zeneration, like Japan, the Zeneration Japan Encore PCs yet, but I do want to leave spaces for it because I do see them a lot on Mercari Japan, so I know I can get those eventually. And then they came out with a Zeneration Tour DVD. I joined a group order for the DVD and the QR version PCs. I'm leaving space just in case I want to get the pre-order benefits later and the event piece Polaroid PCs, but who knows, I might end up just moving everything back. But I left it empty for the minute. I left spaces open for the B kit. I joined a group order, we're just waiting for it to get here. But then again, the B kit takes forever to arrive, so we'll see when my friend will get his kit. Then we go into season greetings. Season greetings, I collected the POV, the pre-order benefits, that came with it. And then once we got into like, I think last year's season greetings, they did online pre-order benefit, offline pre-order benefit, and then a fan sign PC. And then they came out with like 3 other pre-order benefit sites where they were all different. Like I think Withmoo, Everline, and K-Town all had different pre-order benefits. So that means you would have to buy the season greetings again. And the season greetings are pretty like thick. So I just gave up. Like I tried to see if people were selling them, but since there were so many pre-order benefits, not a lot of people bought them because they already had the season greetings, and there was no use in buying more boxes knowing that we already have one. So it's kind of hard for me to come by those. So I ended up just not leaving any space. I just left space for this year's, well, I guess you could say, yeah, this year's season greetings. Yeah, 2024. Yeah, I left space. Should be arriving tomorrow with the rest of my Generation PCs, toy PCs. And then I left spaces for whenever I want to catch up on his order cards. I think this one's for one of like a V-Live heart-to-heart PC. And then I left space for like if I ever get his AAA PC. And in the meantime, that's gonna stay blank for a while. I love his HomeKit pajama PCs. So cute. Oh, this one, this PC. So this is a Hangtan PC. I think it's like a clothing line. I don't know, something that they collaborated with, and they had PCs with them, and every member had 2 PCs or whatever. And with Eric, he has these 2, right? But this is like the only one I would ever see. Like nobody was pulling this one, and like I don't know, people were saying that there were not enough copies of this one made. A friend told me that their friend had someone selling it, and if I was interested, it would be mine. So I was like, well, yeah, I'm very, very interested, because this one's very, 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 very hard to come by. So I'm glad I was able to complete his set. I love the holographic design on this. So cute. Oh, Superstar cards. I am on the fence whether I want to continue getting Superstar PCs. Like there's so many. I think for the Generation Encore, there's at least like 6 or 7 of them, and I only have 1 out of those. So don't know if I want to continue collecting the Superstar PCs. Then again, I don't know if I want to sell them. I might just keep them and have them be there in the binder, but I'm not sure whether I'll be getting the rest of the Superstar PCs, because then again, I'm not a big fan of like concept picture PC types, so I don't know. I guess I'll see. But yep, this concludes my PC tour collection of everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, this is my first YouTube video, so hopefully I don't bore y'all too much with my talking, because once I start talking, I just yap. So I'll see if I'll post any future content later on. But I just wanted to make this little collection tour video. I don't know, I barely see any of the boys collectors, or specifically Eric collectors, on YouTube showing their collection, so I kind of wanted to show mine and have mine be out there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one, whenever that is. Bye.